welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, I go by the name Nakho. You're very much welcome here. Please do subscribe, hit the notification button, and be part of this beautiful family, because it doesn't make sense why you're not part of this family. Like, why not part of this family? But I'll give you a night to sleep it over and think why you're not. But while we're thinking, just subscribe. Period. And if you're my returning Sabi, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Please say it with me. Baby! Thank you. Guys, it's weird. You know, every time I do this, I get so excited. It's as if I have something to tell you, but I don't. I don't. Guys, in today's video, I know you guys are excited. I know you guys are excited. So you guys are very much welcome. Thank you for coming back, honey. Thank you for your support. We are growing every day, and I am thankful to each and one of you for your time, for your data, for your subscriptions, for your views, for your comments, for your everything basically. Okay, so guys, yeah, before we start, we need to get a drink. So do yourself a favor, get yourself a fleece, get comfortable, make sure your Wi-Fi is on, load data if you have to, and get yourself something to drink. I would prefer Benini, because you guys know we're Benini here, we're rocking Benini here. Okay. So okay guys, yeah, I'm having a Benini, but we're gonna have a Benini in this bougie glass, okay, because I'm trying to be bougie. I'm trying to be bougie, okay? So I'm having a Benini. This is my fave Benin blush, guys. Yo, I mean, if you don't like Benin blush, what are you even liking? Like, who are guys? Benin blush is my first fave. I do have other ciders that I love, but Benin blush takes the cup for me. So let's pour. At this point, Benin should be sponsoring this video, sponsoring me. So, man, can't you see my business email there? Huh? Guys, please talk to Benini for me on my behalf. Hey, let's pour it. It's called, guys, Ibandampo, which is great. Wow. Hey, that's because it's moving up. We're gonna make it fullest. Okay, today's video, guys, we're doing a story time, and I know that's why you're here. You guys are coming for me with this story time, like, we want story time. Child, if there's one person who has stories in her life, it has to be me. I got stories for days. Some stories I'm like, wow. But also, a disclaimer, guys. Hey, these men have, hey guys, a disclaimer. I don't think anything that involves a man can kill me at this point. And if it hasn't killed me, honey, it can never kill you too. Just so you know. It can never kill you, but it's going to shake you. It's going to build your character. Coming to think of it, one gent once broke up with me because I didn't challenge him enough. I guess he was trying to say, I'm not correct. The plungs never pal. Okay? So let's get into the story. I am babbling. Why, man? Why are you babbling? Get to the story. Okay. So, guys, this story I'm going to tell you, this is a story before I got married, right? So, just so you know. And that time I was still in high school, guys. I think I was 17, because actually this is the guy I broke up with and I got married. Okay, so I was 17 at that time, doing grade 11. Okay, and don't be like, why were you dating a grade 11? I know there's a lot of you with ugly comments, be like, were you too young? You were supposed to focus on your books. Wait. True. The energy that I invested in relationships, if I invested it at school, honey, I'll be a doctor right now. Okay? I'll be a doctor right now, or I'll be something else, a scientist or whatever at this point. But hey, Iromera. So okay guys, let me give you a story, like the story about this guy. We're gonna have to give this guy a name. Name of Ukusheshe. And reason being, this guy was driving a Ikusheshe, guys. If you don't know Ikusheshe, it's those loud old school BMWs, you know, those ones that people like to do is spinning with, man. You see those Kusheshes. So the guy was driving that car. That's the reason that we're only calling him Ukusheshe. Apparently he still drives the cars, guys. And anyway, truth doesn't matter. And he knows that I'm talking about him like it's not gonna change. And I don't care a damn at this point. Okay? I don't care a damn actually. So, okay guys, how I met this guy. I met this guy through a mutual friend. Not through a mutual friend. I met this guy through my friend. My friend was dating his niece. Hi man, hi. And then the dated suku. My was dating his nephew, right? So they threw a house party of some sort. So I went to that house party. I went to that house party a bit later because my friend invited me. And yeah, that's how I met the guy. We exchanged numbers and everything, right? Right. Bear in mind, this guy was in his late 20s that time. Actually, I think he was 26, yeah. 26, 27. He was in his late 20s. I was 17 that time.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
I guess by now you have figured it out that, hear me, I don't like men my age, eh? I like them old and rusty. I like them like that, eh? Jokes, but no, honestly, I prefer them older. It's a preference, okay? And I stand by that. And I said what I said. So yeah. So cool. Hi guys, this guy decides to hit me up the following day, like, hey, can I take you out? It's during the day. We went to some chisanyama around the location because we were staying in a location that time. So we went to some chisanyama and it was lit. And then later on, he took me home, right? And this guy hosted this party again in his place. And we went, me and my friend, we went there. So I think this time he had expectations that I'm going to like sleep over. And I mean, at that time I didn't, think of that. So when I was telling him that I'm going home, he was kind of shook, And after that, I was like, okay, cool, it's fine. And then I left. Guys, when I left, this guy followed me with this car. He came with this car speeding towards me. This close to killing me. God, the men have always wanted to finish me off. One way or the other. I think it was always their initial plan to finish me off. But yeah, because mina will never die. Akiri? Mina will never die, most mina punyunga bempete. Akiri? So he stops in front of me and he's like, I'm really disappointed, but it's fine. Anyway, have a good night. And then he left. I know. You sitting there and you're thinking, what a dog. That was so hot to me. That was so hot to me. I was like, that's how I was. Remember, I was 17. Because now, as a 25-year-old, a man pulls such a stunt, he's cancelled. Period. So I was like, I like that. Keep doing that, sir. Keep it up. Guys. Okay, guys. So I then went home and yeah, me and guys started dating from then, right? Another lesson, okay, guys. You must listen carefully now, ne? So guy tells me that he has a girlfriend. Where is the girlfriend? No, the girlfriend stays in Port Elizabeth and. That's what he said. Cool. I At that time, I had a boyfriend that was same age as me, because he was born in 94, I was born in 95, right? But me, things between me and my boyfriend, the 94 boyfriend, were a bit shaky and crazy, which is another story time for another day, because yena qala u-94, he put me through a lot, okay? Like, he put me through a lot, man, that guy. Yay! But okay, let's clap. We move. So, okay, guys, me and the Gusheshe, we start, getting things in order, like dating. Okay, guys, I won't lie. Gusheshe doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. I know, please don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I know. I seem to attract, hey! The men who don't drink and smoke. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Also, Gusheshe guy, guys, is a guy from is those rural boys that just came into the townships. He has strong on culture, on principles, on how a woman should be, how a woman should behave, and he's that type. Cool. So this guy doesn't like me being around friends. If I'm not with him, he wants me at home, He wants me at home with my grandmother, helping my grandmother around. He doesn't want me going out partying. He doesn't want me drinking. Like, he just doesn't want those things, So at this point, my life is a bit changing, okay? And also, my Gusheshe guy, guys, is the owner of Texas. Just so you know. So he's also into business, like he's into business. So he's the owner of taxis. And yeah, so going to school, I have transports, I have a taxi that's gonna take me to school. If I want something from him, I want airtime, he wants to know who am I gonna call that airtime. If I want money for transport to school, he will take me, okay? So he was that type, He was that type. So obviously, our relationship, when I saw that our relationship is getting a bit serious, I can see that he's consistent. And as much as he says he has a person, I have never seen him talking to this girlfriend, or him hearing him saying the girlfriend is coming, the girlfriend is around, or any of those stuff. Like, I've never, ever, okay? So at this point, I am weighing my options. I'm weighing good to look. Yeah, I won't be the only girlfriend in the Gusheshe's life, but also in 94's life, I'm not the only girlfriend. So 94 had to go now. 94 had to go. So I broke up with U94. And U94 also got the rumors, because the rumors were spreading, because we were pretty much staying in the same neighborhood. The rumors now were spreading. U94 had got to, Nakho is single Gusheshe guy. So I broke up with U94, and fine. So I told Gusheshe, because kaloku ndifuna uzenza a good girl. Because what was the reason? So I told Gusheshe, I get putting, me and 94 are no longer seeing each other. Okay. So Gusheshe is like, oh great, so you don't have anyone now, you're only dating me. I'm like, yeah. You're like, well then, I'm not gonna hear stories of you seeing any other person except me. You're only dating me, and that's how it's going to stay. That time I'm like, how dare you? But at the same time, I'm like, right, daddy. I heard you, okay? You don't have to be loud now. I heard you the first time, sir. Wait! So, because I'm loud. But it's fine. Hi guys, me and Gusheshe started going on dates. Actually, Gusheshe is the first guy that took me out on an official date, whereby I'm going to a restaurant, Like, he used to take me out on restaurants, and that's how, he was that first guy. Okay, cool. So now, this one particular day, guys, U94 says to me he wants me to come over to his home because he wants to talk. He doesn't want us to get back together, but he just wants us to say some things. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I go there, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm listening. And then he's like, sorry, he wants us to get back together. I'm like, cha, it ain't gonna happen, okay? But here is the tea now. I don't know who tipped off Gusheshe that I am currently with this guy in his place. Did Gusheshe not pull up in the 94's crib? Guys, that nigga pulled up and sent a kid. They said, please tell that boy that I want Nakho out of there. And this little kid came, but 94. Sis Nakho yabizwa phandle. I'm like, ubizwa ngubani? Like, the Gusheshe guy. I'm like, how the F did he even know I'm here? Like, how did he know I'm here? But yeah, that's not the point. I'm just trying to show you patterns ka Gusheshe, ne? Gusheshe, the type of man he is. Hey guys, the poor man I'm in Gusheshe and I, we go and he's like, what are we doing there? I'm like, no man, this guy wanted to talk and it's like, I'm warning you. Stay away from that guy. You said you're broken up with him, stay away from him. I don't want to see you next to him or whatsoever. So I'm like, he loves me. He cares. I like that. You know, I liked the fact that he was possessive. Makes sense? Yeah, I liked that. I like that. I like the fact that he was, you know, he gave me dangerous.
Don't want peace. I want problems always.
So I'm feeling hot now. I'm getting drunk. So okay, guys, hiking. Me and Gusheshe continue dating. Gusheshe didn't want me, like I already told you the things Gusheshe didn't want. If I'm in a club and Gusheshe knows that I'm in a club, Gusheshe will go there to pick me up. He will go there to take me out of that club like it's nobody's business, okay? If I'm by a friend's place, Gusheshe will blow up my phone telling me, go home. What are you doing with friends? Go home and be useful. You know, he was that type of a man. So yeah, Gusheshe is the type of man, guys, that takes my phone, goes through my phone. If he sees something creepy, he loses his mind. He will block people on my phone. He blocked all the guys that are in my phone because he didn't want me chatting to guys. He didn't want me being involved with any other men except him, okay? He was that type of a man. Like, he didn't want anything that includes a man. By the way, 90, okay, I can't really say 90. By the way, if I'm not at home, I'm with him. If I'm not with him, I'm home, right? I have, like, honestly speaking, as much as he said he had a girlfriend, this man, I have never seen anything of a woman in his place. I have never heard him getting a phone call from a woman while he's with me. None of that, okay? And me and him were getting close, guys. Like, we really, and honestly speaking, genuinely speaking, I did love him, you know? I really did love him. And I feel like I did love him, you know? So we would do things together. We would, you know, like, we'd do a lot of things together. And it was in the open that we're dating. For someone who says he's dating, he was very open with our relationship, you know? Usually people who have girlfriends, they usually shy away with the new girl. Like, they're not open with their side chick. Since I was the side chick at this point, according to me, he was so much in the open with me. I didn't have situations whereby I must come at night, at midnight, and leave early mornings or whatsoever. No. During the day, we're driving around together. People know we're together. People know we're dating. And I was kind of wondering, where is this girlfriend? So this particular day, I asked him, sir, and I think that was a year later now. I'm like, where is this girlfriend you spoke of? And then he laughed. He was like, I never had a girlfriend. When you met me, I didn't have a girlfriend. So yeah, guys, Lilonge, I was a side chick to a single man. So note that, please. Me, I was a side chick to a single man. And yeah, but it makes sense with him being possessive and because I don't think a man that has a girlfriend would do such things. I think they'll be, for that energy, they'll be putting it towards their own person, you know, towards their actual girlfriend. Cool. So okay, I get very well. We close most now. We like you guys know when you are close to the person now. You share everything. You share your fears. You share your dreams. You share most of a part of you with someone when you're dating them, right? So, by the way, my Koshesha guy had a kid, guys, with someone else, right? And as far as I knew, they broke up with the mother of the kid. And the reason being, when he told me, is that the mother liked the nightlife, you know, like the partying, you know, all these things that he doesn't want me to do, all these things he doesn't like. Yeah, bo? So they had to part ways, but the child was staying with his family. So that's what I know. Great. I've never met the kid, by the way, because the kid has always been to the village or whatever. Okay? So this particular weekend, this man says to me he's going on a workshop to Port Elizabeth. I'm like, okay, cool. Usually when he leaves his house keys with me. So what I do, I go there and check, you know, everything is still okay, the windows are closed, and sometimes I do sleep there, you know, by myself. I mean, it's my man's house at the end of the day. Okay? Period. So, yeah, he went to this workshop and so we always talking on the phone. He's always calling, I'm calling him. Like, you know, we good like that. So he calls me, I think it was in the middle of the night, and I was sleeping in his place. He calls me, he's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, okay, why at this time? And then he's like, I just had sad news that my child passed away. Look, he was a man that liked joking around, guys. So I was like, no, man, excuse me. So I'm like, no, man, that's not something you can joke about. You shouldn't be joking about such things. He's like, no, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking with you. I'm serious. She passed away. She was hit by a car this afternoon when she was coming back from school. The kid was 4 years old, guys. Like, it was sad. It was really sad. You know, like, it was really sad. Kubon. And as much as I don't have a child, I cannot even try and say I can imagine how it felt, because I don't think I can ever know, not unless I experience it. Do you get it? So to everyone who has lost a child out there, my prayers are with you. I hope God keeps comforting you, and I know maybe it's a scar that will never heal, but I hope you do find healing, and I hope you know, yeah, you get better. Moving on, back to the story. That's me now. I'm like, I get. Okay, let's move on from that. So he came back, okay, guys, and then he had to rush to his home where the child was staying. And I was so supportive, guys. Like, I was so supportive. I was checking up on him. You know, I was, at the same time, I didn't even know what to do. Like, I didn't even know how to comfort him, you know? I didn't, but I was doing what I thought is best, like calling him, are you okay? Do you need anything? You know, those type of vibes. That's what I was doing. So, yeah. And then he told me they are preparing for the funeral, and the mother of the child is going to be there. Obviously, guys, the mother of the child is supposed to be there. I didn't expect anything less. I mean, and I decided not to go. You know, like, I didn't even think of going because I was like, no. I didn't, like, no. Come on. I felt like that moment was for the two of them, personally. As much as they had nothing to do with each other, but honestly, they shared a child together. So I felt like that moment was for the two of them, honestly. And I don't want to be there. I can only support him from here. I'll keep him in my prayers. I'll keep them in my prayers. And that's the best I can do, you know? I get guys you very well. So now the funeral happens. He comes back. So he comes back, he's not himself. You can tell something tragic happened. And you know what, another thing about that guy, we shared the same star sign. He was a Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius. And one thing about Sagittarius, we love hiding our pain or our whatever that is like heavy on us through humor, you know? We could be going through the most and we'll literally throw some humor in that, make fun of our situation or whatever, you know? I feel like that is a coping mechanism from us. So he was doing those things, but I understood that. I understood that very well because I do that a lot. I do it too. You know, I know it. So this one night, okay, we're sleeping, guys, and then I had a dream, you know, and then this dream, he's asking me to marry him. And, you know, I'm like, excited, you know, because I loved the man, for God's sake. So I was excited. I'm like, yeah, he wants me to marry. And then I wake up before I could answer the damn question. I mean, before I could answer the damn question, I woke up. And I'm angry, guys. I'm very angry while waking up. I'm like, yo, I'm so angry. And he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I had a dream, bruh. You were asking for my hand in marriage. And then he's like, and then what did you say? I'm like, I woke up before I could answer you. And then he laughed. He's like, well, that means you don't want my marriage. Ciao. You know, but we laughed it off. So he tells me he has to go back home because they need to do the last ritual, whatever ritual for the child. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I know those things. They happen when a family member has passed away or someone has passed away, basically. So I also decided that I'm going to my mom, you know, for a holiday. So, okay, guys, now I had went home to my mom's. You know, by the way, I need to send this man a proof in each town. I need to prove that I'm in King now, I'm in Alice now, I'm in this, you know, by pictures. Okay? So yeah, that's that type of situation actually. Fine, I got to my mom's place. I think later that day, this man calls me. He tells me he traveled safe, he's home. It's a Friday. I'm like, okay, great then. I'm happy. And then I'm like, okay, take care, behave, take care of yourself. I want to quote the exact words. Right? Meaning, take care of yourself, you know? And behave. So, did this gent, guys, not say, I can't, I won't be able to behave? And I'm like, what? What do you mean you won't be able to behave? And then he's like, because when I got here, my baby mama was, I'm trying to find the word in English. Okay, let me put it in this closer because it makes sense. When I got here, meaning when he got there, his family took the baby mama as his wife on his behalf. When I say them Jolus have not killed me yet, and I don't think they will ever do. I'm not kidding, guys. That time I am a mess. I am asking him, so what does this mean? What are you saying? Do you want that? That's me. Do you want that? And the guy is quiet. The guy is just like quiet. And you know what they say, guys? Silence means consent, right? So I said that. I was like, you know what? Silence means consent. And then I said, wait, one last thing. What about me? I said that. Oh, shame for me, guys. Yo, when I think about this, I get sad. I'm like, what about me? And then he said, you're still mine. Hey! You're still mine. I will never forget those words. And that's exactly how he said them. You're still mine. That's when I knew that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen to me. There is no way you are going to leave me and get married to someone else and think you can drag me along or string me along. there is absolutely no way. Hence, guys, if you did watch my previous story time, hence I felt sorry for that lady because I have been in her shoes. I know exactly how she felt. Do you understand? So, guys, I was like, nah, it's fine. I'm good. We're done. Yo, after that, them go. Hey, yes, sometimes we say things that we don't realize what's coming. Them go. Guys, I was here in Goa, guys. I got so sick. I had a bad headache. My mother took me to the doctor. The doctor said it was a migraine headache. I was not okay. And I hid. Guys, I hid myself for a good 2 months without going back to where I was staying, to our neighborhood. And obviously, like, people knew we were dating. The rumors now were like already were circulating, and people were calling, asking. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't even know when they got back together at this point. You know, sometimes when people ask you things, you can't even give them answers because, in all honesty, you really don't know. And that's exactly where I was. I really didn't know, you know. And I called him. I remember I called him and I told him. I called him and I was crying, guys. Yo, God. Kaseng yo tata a black bin plastic and say, put back all my tears here. Imagine all these men. I called him and I told him, this is, I think whatever I said was coming from a hurt place, you know, was coming from a broken side of me, honestly. So I called him, I told him that that marriage will never be successful. I told him also that if you married her because you want to replace a child, that's not how God works. Like, I said a lot of things that you will not get a child with her again. You will, it's not gonna happen. Ooh, bitter. I was bitter, and I was bitter, rightfully so, because hey, so guys, I decided to gather strength. And bear in mind, I broke up with him, I called him, I made that call, I said what I said, and he didn't say anything back. He was not calling, he was not texting. Do you know how painful that is? Do you know how painful it is to wait for that? Every time your phone beeps, you're hoping it's him. He has something else to say, something better to make you feel better, to change, or he's gonna say I was joking. 2 good months, and I waited until I couldn't wait anymore, and I was like, it is what it is, whatever, this is my reality, and I need to start deciding what I do with it. So I decided, look, this man has already embarrassed me enough now. I can't hide. I will hide until when? I need to go and face people, okay? So I picked up my things and my mom, I'm going back to Mdantsane, and I went back to Mdantsane. I stopped hiding. I went to my grandmother's house where I was staying early. And obviously, as I'm walking around the neighborhood, you can hear like the whispers every time you pass through, you know? And I remember I had a few items that I left there, and I sent my friend, the friend that I was dating, his nephew, to take those for me. And my friend told me, no, that the wife is there, and they bought new furniture, and oh, my heart! Guys, you know, you don't know heartbreak. Yay! Heartbreak will feel like a big lump is just sitting here, choking you. You can't breathe. You don't want to eat. Your stomach is just upset. You didn't even eat anything wrong, by the way. Your stomach is upset. Yay! Yeah, no. So when my friend said that, I knew that, God, this is real. This is real. You know? And I was like, no, it's fine. Just take my things and bring them to me. And she did. Yo, guys, I stayed. My grandmother was trying so hard to console me because my grandmother knew I was dating the guy. Console me. At the same time, making fun of me that I get him now ATT. I was keeping the house while he's getting married there at home. Wow. Yeah, no. I was the Gibby the fool. So it was just a messed up situation. And he then called me. Guys, it was hard. It was really hard for me. I lost weight. And I lost weight. I had no interest in anything. I didn't feel like doing nothing. Not even bathing. Yeah! Not even bathing. Not even taking care of myself. But I guess I got to a point whereby I was like, snap out of it. Snap out of it. It's not the end of the world. You are 17 years, for God's sake. Yeah? Snap out of it. So I snapped out of it. I started to do, you know what, just to take care of me, focus on me, do things that make me happy. Took myself out, bought new clothes, I shaved my hair. I did shave my hair. I had a short hair. I had long hair and then I shaved my hair to a short hair because I get Papa, I started by shaving the side of my you know you're in a crisis when you start doing crazy things in your head, innit? I started shaving one side of No guys, Jolo! I fear Mina. And I don't care. Jolo doesn't care how old you are, by the way. Like, doesn't make that experience. But I shaved one side of my hair, and then I stayed with that for some time, and then I was like, nah, yeah, let's get rid of the whole thing, okay? And I did, and then Shane Mans at some point called and said he wants to meet up, and part of me was happy that he did. Part of me was like, you wanna finish me off? Why you want to meet up? Huh? But then eventually I did agree, and then we met, and he was telling me about how sorry he is and he wished things were different. He had to take certain decisions. His child's death made him take certain decisions and whatsoever. But whatever he came to say was not saying I was joking or it's not true or whatever. No. So he was not backing away from his decision or whatever. No. But he was hoping that he can have a way to make me his side chick while he has an entire wife. Like, and I said no, never. And I said no, thank you, sir. No, thank you. I said what I said, and I meant what I meant, and it is what it is. Okay, so yeah. And then, guys, because I already, like, when I called him, I told him when I was hurting and calling him, I told him a lot of things, but it's gonna end in tears. She's gonna leave you, and she left you while you guys had a child. Now she's gonna leave you. It doesn't matter. And 6 months down the line, she left. In fact, yeah, 6 months down the line, she left. And he was back to being single. And when he tried to crawl and whatever his way back to my life, I literally had lost interest in him. I was not even seeing what I used to see. You know, I think, honestly speaking, our love for people is what makes them special. Honestly, I started seeing all the flaws, and I'm like, did I date that? Nathola. You know? It was that type of situation. I was like, no, sir, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Okay? And that time I already met someone. And yeah, I was moving on with my life. And that someone is the someone that I married. And yeah, we're two. Naleyo! And in tears! But guys, call up. But yeah, that's what happened, guys. That gent made me take care of his home and whatever while he's out there taking care of a wife, taking a wife right under my nose. Right under my nose! So, yeah. But yeah, we cool now. We civil, we friends. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm no longer even mad about it. I don't even know why I got mad about it. It's not like I wanted to be my husband. No. But yeah, guys, that's it. I'll see you guys on my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, share comments. I'm looking forward to the comments because your comments are gonna be lit. lit for days, and I really don't mind. So yeah, take care, guys. Love you.